All right, so a little bit about my story. I'm gonna sum it up. I am genetically very prone to OCD. I have OCD probably as bad as it gets. I started first noticing the symptoms that I look back at it now when I was 10 years old is when I first started having like obsessions, like mentally. I didn't really have compulsions that I would act out until I was about 16. Okay, and I'm not going to get into detail on my specific obsessions and compulsions that I had because it's kind of personal, and they've changed throughout time. They would be different things. And 16, around 17, I started to notice. That's when I started to really kind of think that maybe I have a mental illness. And then around 18 years old, it hit me like a freight train. Like it hit me so bad that I couldn't function in daily life. I was stuck all day at home at my parents' house doing acting out compulsions and having obsessive thoughts all day long. I would get stuck on a particular obsession and I would get stuck in this loop of obsessive thoughts that would make me have anxiety and worry, and then I would act out compulsions. I would do checking, like I would be checking all day long. And when I say all day long, I mean from the moment I wake up is on my mind to the moment I go to sleep. I would exhaust myself from acting out compulsions all day. I could not hold the job. I could not be happy. I couldn't have relationships. I lost friends, relationships with girlfriends because of this. And OCD is absolutely horrible. It is one of the worst mental conditions you can have. And I'm telling you right now, I have it very, very bad. And I figured out how to completely get rid of it. I mean, completely get rid of it. Now, can it come back? Of course it can come back. I have the genetics for it. If I don't stick to my daily program and use my mental tools and discipline myself, it will come back to varying levels. I can completely mess up and I will never go all the way back to how bad I was when I was 18 because of the mental tools that I have are permanent. But if I mess up on this diet really, really bad, it can start to get strong enough that it can mess me up, start to interfere with my daily function. But I'm telling you right now, I have not acted out an OCD compulsion in 6 months. In 6 months, I have not acted out a single OCD compulsion. And I have gotten the the strength of the obsessive part of it, I would say down to where it's barely there anymore, to where it's at a normal person's level of when they get triggered by something, how much they will think about it. It's at a normal person's level. It's like I don't have OCD anymore. Yeah, I've completely got rid of it. Literally completely gotten rid of it. I know it seems like who is this guy? Who is this kid talking about got rid of his OCD? Well, I'm watching all these therapists and psychologists and all this. I'm telling you, there is a difference between somebody who has it themselves and gets rid of it themselves and figures it out themselves, and a psychologist who studies it in books and tries to treat patients and doesn't really understand the internal processes, because it's very complicated. The human brain is very complicated. If you don't know something from the inside out, you don't fully understand it. Now, I'm not on medication. I don't need medication. Okay? The stuff I know in my head is enough.